Hi, into this video, we're gonna deal with the enemies of the mind. The human mind is a battleground. The mind can either work for you or work against you. But the good news is, you can train your mind to help you achieve your dreams and all the beautiful things you want to achieve in life. The first enemy we want to talk about is that of fear. Fear is never real. Fear only exists in the mind. But unfortunately, fear has kept a lot of people on the ground. Fear has made a lot of people stagnant in life. A lot of people have not been able to achieve their dreams, their goals, and all they hold dear in life because they are afraid. Now, for some people, they are afraid of taking the first step. For some other people, they'll rather remain in their comfort zone instead of pursuing their dreams, instead of pursuing the wonderful things or the beautiful things they want to achieve in life. Fear has stopped a lot of people from living a fulfilled life. It could be for some people, it could be fear of the unknown. For others, it could be fear of failure or fear of success. For some people, just like winning the lottery, they are afraid that if they succeed, they might not be able to handle the success because they do not have strategy, because they are afraid it can all go away, because they are afraid of something or the other. For some other people, they are just afraid of failure. Something just continues to whisper to them in the mind that whatever they do in life, they will fail. They cannot succeed. And as a result, they have never had to take any serious step or pursue their goals, their dreams, all the beautiful things they aspire to achieve in life. I'll say this to tell you that some of the greatest achievers in life, those who are making impact and touching lives, making the world a better place, are those who are courageous enough to understand that fear is never real. So they are courageous to pursue their dreams and their goals. They are so dogged, they are resilient. They understand that fear cannot stop them. Fear comes to everybody, but fear is not real. Fear should not be the reason why you have refused to try something. For some people, they have beautiful business ideas. Some people want to apply for certain contracts. Some people, it could be for a job. For some other people, it could be applying for visa. They have places they want to go around the world for vacations, for businesses, for other things they want to do in life, but they are afraid of no. They are afraid that somebody is going to tell them no at the cost of applying for visa. So they have refused to try. But I've come to tell you today that because we know that fear is not real, you need to learn to educate fear whenever fear comes to your mind. Fear never went to the university, but you did. So when fear comes to your mind, you need to learn to educate fear. That even though I'm afraid, I'm going to do it anyhow. I'm afraid of that exam, but I'm going to write it anyhow. I'm afraid that there are so many people that have applied for the same contract that I'm going to apply for, but I'm going to apply for it anyhow. I'm afraid of applying for that visa because I might be told no, but I'm going to apply for it anyhow. You have to get to a point where you take steps, where you are courageous, you are bold enough to overcome the enemy of fear. Because if you don't, fear will stop you, and it has stopped a lot of people. But the good news, as I told you earlier, is that fear is not real. So be ready to go for your dream. Understand that you are wired for greatness. You are wired to succeed. But the temptation of fear will continue to come. But when it comes, you need to learn to educate fear and make fear realize that this 2025, regardless of the past failures, the setbacks you have had, the tragedies, the unfortunate circumstances you have faced, you are going to do it anyhow in this 2025. The next is worry. Worry comes in form of past failures. It comes in form of what people will say, the naysayers, the critics. their opinion, their ideas, their thoughts about what you will do, whether you will succeed or not. But for the critics, I like you to realize that the critics has always been there before you were born, and they will still be there when you are gone. There is never a statue that's ever been erected for a critic. Neither is there been a statue ever erected for a naysayer. The naysayers will always be there saying what they are good at or doing what they are good at. The critics will always be there looking for people to stop. But do not allow the naysayers and the critics to try to stop you. Stop worrying about things that are not real. For some, they are worried about their family. Others are worried about their colleagues in the office. Some are worried about their schoolmates. What people will say when I do this, what will people think? What will people feel? If you do it, people will still talk. If you refuse to do it and just sit at one point, people will still talk. So it is better you do it. It doesn't matter what they say, regardless of how people feel. The truth is, people do not like progress. A lot of people do not like progress. So because they do not want progress for their life, they want to stop you. So stop worrying about them. Just do what you are created to do. I like you to understand that your creator said you shall be the head and not the tail. Your maker, God, said that you shall dominate. If you begin to take steps, if you are able to become resilient and courageous and begin to fight, you will see that there is no worry anywhere. Nothing can stop you. You are the only one stopping yourself. You need to start believing in God's belief about your own belief until your own belief kicks in. I said this to tell you that in this 2025, you must overcome worry and go for those things you want to do. Some people have beautiful business ideas, contracts. Some people understand, they know the kind of job they want to apply for. When you apply for that job, you will be considered. When you start that business, although it will take you time, but you can make headways. You can break even. You can succeed. Stop allowing worry to stop you from the mind. If you are unable to win the battle from your mind, you cannot win the battles that present themselves in the physical. So you must come up with strategy this 2025 that regardless of worry, I'm going to do it anyhow. Regardless of fear, I'm going to do it anyhow. The third enemy of the mind is doubt. So many people doubt themselves, doubt their potential, they doubt their ability, they doubt their talent, they doubt their purpose, and as a result, they are broke, they are poor, they are stagnant, they have not, for the last several years, they have stayed at one point because they doubt themselves. The fact that somebody has told you that you are not as tall as other people succeeding, or you are not as intelligent, connected, or smart as other people should not be a barrier. Other people's opinion about you should not become your reality. You have to come to a point whereby you understand that regardless of doubt, regardless of fear, regardless of worry, you are going to do what you want to do. For some people, there are a lot of beautiful things you aspire, you want to achieve, you desire to achieve in life. In this 2025, you must begin to take steps because in you is greatness. You are wired to succeed. Your maker has put in you all that it takes for you to succeed. You are the one stopping yourself. You are the one limiting yourself. You are your own constraint. I said this to tell you that these enemies, that of fear, worry, and doubt, will continuously be in your mind doing battles with you. But as I said, you have greatness in you. It starts with you understanding, believing in yourself that you have what it takes to succeed. You have all the potential. You have all the ability, but they are just untouched. They are just reserved. They are just unused because of fear, because of doubt, because of worry. But you went to the university. You are educated. You have the credentials to show that you have all it takes to succeed. In this 2025, you must be resilient. You must be courageous. You must be dogged, regardless of the setbacks you have faced from the past, regardless of the circumstances, regardless of the challenges that the enemies of the mind bring to your mind. You have to be dogged. You have to make up your mind that you can succeed. And if you do, I will truly see you at the top.